Welcome to the Think Small podcast, hypergrowth for small businesses. So, what's slowing you down?
All right, welcome back to the Think Small podcast. Really looking forward to today's conversation. I have Chris Carter here from Approyo. Really appreciate your time today and you being a guest with us. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm so far so good. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I've had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm rip-raring, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for a second cup. Today, I was telling a client of mine that I feel like a duck today. Just calm on the top, but paddling like heck on the bottom. And there's something about that. I feel like all week this week it's been playing a little bit of spring catch up, you know?
Well, get ready, because up here in Wisconsin, we are going to have nothing but rain for the next 9 days in a row. I'm glad I'm flying out of town tomorrow.
Yeah. My brother just moved from Wisconsin up to Minnesota, and so we're from New Jersey. And whenever all winter long, we've been kind of complaining about how cold and brutal this winter has been in New Jersey. And my brother will send us a text it's -10 here, or it's -12 here.
-37 was our low this year.
Yeah, it's brutal. That's just.
I have friends in New York that do the same thing. We're back and forth with each other. I got a buddy out on Long Island, and he's all, it's only 2 degrees. I'm like, dude, it's -37 here. Shut up.
Yeah. It's a long winter, right? You guys don't come out of real freeze until after Memorial Day, right?
Well, right now it's 39 degrees outside. It's going to be in the 30s all weekend long. So it's, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this weekend it is supposed to pop up to about 65 or so, which is nice.
I'd take it. I'm heading to Phoenix for some business meetings, so we'll see how it goes, and I'm going to eat my way through Phoenix before I fly to New York. Phoenix
has its own set of problems. I had a friend from high school that moved to Phoenix for a brief while, and she posted in the summer it's 115 degrees. I'm that's too hot.
Yes, they've been in the hundreds already this year, so it's yeah.
That's wild. All right. Well, we've been kind of chatting. Why don't we tell the audience sort of what Approyo is? What do you, tell me, give me your elevator pitch. What exactly do we do?
You got it. So Approyo provides SAP services to organizations around the globe. And SAP is the second largest software application in the world behind Microsoft. And it runs businesses. So we provide them the licenses. We provide them their infrastructure. We provide them the management and the go-forward strategy of their application. And then at the end of the day, we're there to help people. My goal is to make people sleep easy at night and not have to worry about waking up to problems, because my team takes care of those.
Nice. Okay. So when we talk about SAP as a product, or as what you're kind of building off of, are you looking for somebody that's already embedded with SAP? Or are you looking for somebody that's maybe migrating from another software, or where do you fit inside of that sort of
question
life
both
cycle?
We've got 2 directions with our organization. One is called our plan is Rise. So you're on SAP and you're rising to the next platform, which is the cloud-based entity. And then Grow. If you've got an application that you're using, let's say QuickBooks or any of the Microsoft products, and you haven't, and you feel that you need to be moving forward, it's called Grow. And that program works with organizations to bring them into SAP, provide them the landscape, the license. It's an all-encompassing solution. So they don't have to reinvent the wheel all over again from moving from maybe HCD within SAP or Microsoft. And it just gives them a capability. So our tools, Rise or Grow, fits either direction, and depending upon what they are, it branches off and goes that direction.
Nice. Okay. I'm not a big tech guy. My bane of my existence is a printer. If anybody in my office asks me about a printer, I'm like, I don't know. I bang on the side of it and hope it works. I'm that kind of monkey, right? So I would probably, if I was running SAP, I'd probably be a client of yours. But are there a lot of companies similar to you? Do you have a lot of market competition as far as channel partners within SAP that kind of help navigate their ecosphere, or are you fairly unique? And then if you are in a competitive space, why should I work with you versus maybe your competitor?
Yeah, great question. So there are a few companies that do what we do. Now there are more of them are the upper echelon companies, the EYs of the world, KPMGs, Accentures, the big boys, where they take on all that responsibility and are willing to do it. What we do is we're more of a enterprise/mid-market organization. We've got a team that's been doing this. They're certified. So you're not paying those price points, but you're still getting outstanding quality of individuals. So you can say, hey, I've never been fired for hiring IBM. Well, that's great, but your CFO probably did, because they literally are 3 times more expensive than us. And they're coming to us for people. So at the end of the day, the quality and the capabilities of those people are fantastic. You're just not paying the price point.
Right. Okay. Are you local, or how does it, I mean, I have to imagine I think you're global, are you not?
We are, yes.
So as far as like, let's say reach, right? I mean, you've got CEOs typically are not the average 9-to-5ers, right? I mean, they're oftentimes looking for, project management or customer service at some very strange and odd hours. How do you kind of accommodate to the lifestyle of a CEO or CTO that's, kind of burning the midnight oil?
Yeah, you've got CTOs that I want to help them sleep well at night. That's my whole goal. So when you've got SAP or you're trying to bring in SAP, I want them to know that you're getting an organization that's going to help you. We're going to use cloud. We're going to use AI. We're going to use SAP. We're going to use what we have. And you will not have to worry about the nighttime activities, the customer support calls. Perfect examples. Back in my day, we used to have pagers. And if my pager went off at 2:00 in the morning, I was PO'd. And I don't want that to happen to anybody anymore. CTOs, CIOs, they still get those calls. Things happen, security happens, technology happens. I want that stuff to come to our team and our desk. And so we've got tools with 4,600 plus touch points on them that monitor, maintain, and support these organizations. And that's our goal. I want to make sure that people have quality systems running by quality people where they don't have to worry about being woken up in the middle of the night because of a problem.
Yeah. All right. Sounds like you're like providing peace of mind, right? More than
yes.
I was kind of joked early in my career. I'm in sales, right? Naturally. And whenever I would interview or whenever I told my family what I do, they would say, "Oh, what are you selling these days?" And I'd say, "Well, I sell Advil to CEOs, because I'm just curing headaches. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm not. It doesn't matter, what the solution is. It's just I'm trying to fix something for them,
yes.
Right? And so I always joke that I sold Advil to CEOs, even though it was something more complex than that.
Of course. Yeah, my mom and dad don't understand all that I do with it, and they don't need to hear the complexity of it. But
yeah, feel free to use that one. You sell Advil to CTOs.
I love it.
Yeah. So I think one of the things I want to know a little bit more about Approyo, right, on the back end is, maybe how you got your start, what the growth trajectory of the company has been like, and then I have to imagine that I don't know if COVID had a significant impact on your business or not.
Yeah.
What that was like, maybe transitioning through the pandemic, and then where do you kind of see the organization going? So
sure.
I know that was a lot there. Give me a brief timeline.
Yeah, let's unpack it a little bit. So I started this company in 2011. I had left the SAP ecosystem for a few years until the vice president of SAP walked me back into it with a bottle of scotch. I flew around to Germany and to Palo Alto, California to talk with the folks at SAP about the new thing that they call SAP HANA. So I did that. And we built the applications and the support mechanism on top of those and became one of the first ever SAP Startup Focus Program partners. From there, grew the company. We grew the company quite well up until COVID. We were at about $10 million in revenue and looking forward to growing. And then COVID came and kind of kicked us in the backside, just like everybody else. Companies were falling on the wayside. We were trying to help companies. We were trying to keep all of our staff. And now we're at a point with the organization. We're not at 10 million anymore. We're lower than that, but we are still aggressive. We're growing. We're selling licenses. We're helping companies and still trying to make them feel as if they're the only one and only with our company, even though we have a multitude of companies that we support. And it's all about making sure that they're taken care of at the end of the day. The aspirin to CIOs.
Right. Okay. So that kind of gave me a brief snapshot up till now. Where do you see the organization going maybe in the next 24 months, the next 2 years?
Yes, great question. We're in the largest upgrade cycle in SAP's history. So I'm trying to be aggressive. I'm trying to do things with new prospects, with customers, partners. You never know. There's opportunities that are out there to possibly merge the company. There's opportunities out there to grow the company. So I'm looking at all things to be able to really solidify the strength of our organization with our team and to move forward in a capacity that helps customers, helps prospects, helps partners, and helps the organization grow. So I'm really trying to be very aggressive during this timeline of the largest upgrade cycle in SAP history.
Love that. Okay, so largest upgrade cycle in SAP history.
Yeah.
Brings me to sort of the capstone question of the podcast, which is, what's slowing you down?
Great question. Right now, what's slowing us down is our funnels, our lead funnels. We are having some issues with getting lead funnels in there. People know who we are. People know what we do to a certain extent, but it's getting our name more and more. And, the usual channels have changed, even trying to do LinkedIn marketing and X and blah, 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 webinars and such. That stuff changes. The algorithms change all the time. We're a small, lean marketing company, and trying to get those things to move and to change in the activities, it can be difficult. So that's our biggest issue right now.
Right. All right. Well, I hope that we can be part of, getting maybe if one client becomes a result of this, that'd be time well spent.
I agree.
For 20 minutes, right? Why not?
Amen.
Chris, thank you so much for your time today and sharing. If anybody is interested in getting in touch with you or Approyo, how would they reach out? What's the best form?
Yeah, the best thing is find me on LinkedIn. I am all over LinkedIn. Christopher M. Carter. If you search me, I'm the only one in Wisconsin. I'm the only one that's affiliated with the Carrick Rangers from that regard as a minority owner. And I am constantly, when I'm traveling around the globe, like this week, I'll be in Phoenix, Georgia, then back to Las Vegas, then to Iowa. So I'll be in 4 different cities in a week. If you see me, if you know about me, connect with me on LinkedIn. I will buy you either a coffee or a bourbon. It's my 2 favorite drinks. And no matter where I am in the world, just ping me and say, hey, when are you coming? Or if you're going to be, I saw that you're in town, let's get a coffee. I love to do that. Connect with me. Tell me you heard me on the podcast, and let's get it done.
All right. Chris, thank you again for being a guest today.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate your time and your insight.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So we'll cut it there. Thank you.
Awesome.
It was great.
Look forward to having a cocktail or two.
Yeah. I would be quite a flight. Like I said, I'm in Jersey, but
you know what? I'm out in New York. I think I'm being asked if I will come into New York Monday night for dinner with an organization that has asked me to fly in. So I might have to fly in on Sunday. We'll see. And then this Monday, the 13th. Yeah.
No way.
So I'm going to have to fly in early from Phoenix. Instead of flying home, I'm going to have to fly from Phoenix to New York, then New York, from New York back to Wisconsin, because I leave on Friday for Georgia.
Wow.
Welcome to my travel. There's a reason why I'm diamond status by June almost every year.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Fun stuff.
Cool. Well, safe travels. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Takes a couple of weeks for us to get these out, but I'll tag you in it on LinkedIn, and we'll connect and kind of go from there.
Yeah, connect with me on LinkedIn, ping me, and then what I'll do too is I will tell Cynthia that it'll be coming, and then when Cynthia sees it and everything, she will promote the living heck out of it.
Awesome. All right. Chris,
cool. Have a great day. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Bye.
Welcome to the Think Small podcast, hypergrowth for small businesses. So, what's slowing you down?